if I told you we actually have a bunch of information on the update that is coming out tomorrow? In fact, we've been in that update before, but there's also some other bits of information that a bunch of people haven't really pieced together. So I thought today, before a separate video that comes out today as well, stay tuned for that one, and a live stream today, I thought I would go in and talk about how we are getting a bunch of things over the next month. Not only in this game, but also in the Crew 2. And what to expect after that month is over. Well, let's begin with this thing right here. This thing isn't anything crazy, but what it is a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari hypercar. Cool, right? It's whatever. But we are also getting 2 brand new Ferraris tonight. These are going to be in the Year 1 Pass. Now, that means a few things. Year 1 Pass means that it's not going to be available to be bought if you don't have the Year 1 Pass for a week still. You're going to have to wait a week if you want to actually purchase the car yourself. Either cars. There's 2 cars dropping tomorrow. But, again, if you don't have the Year 1 Pass, you don't have the ability to buy them until about a week from now. But if you have the Year 1 Pass, you get them for free. And what cars are those? Well, I'm looking for it. The Ferrari SF90 and the Ferrari 308. Presumably, the SF90 is going to be making its way into Hypercar, and the 308 is going to be in the street. Probably tier... I want to say tier 1, but cars like the Diablo, F40... and the Miura, all of those are street tier 2, so there's a big chance it's street tier 2. It just looks street tier 1. And, of course, these 2 are dropping together. So you get both of these cars day 1. Tomorrow, the end of this week right here. They're pretty cool, right? I like having them. I'll probably play the longest race in the game with those 2. That'll be good. Also, these are like your last days to get the Red Fury Evo and to get the Flowery Edition Honda S2000. I'm 274th. I'm going to keep it at that. I've done a pretty good job overall. Last day to get this thing, and last day to get the Mitsubishi Lancer Red Fury. Also, last day to cheat, I suppose, for these guys, even though he's already at level 5,000. And next, we get a main stage. But what does that main stage look like? Well, it looks a little like this. European Velociter. I don't believe that's the first one. I believe that's, I want to say the later ones. It's second. There you go. So, the Summit, we already know about that. But we got European Qualitat, which gives you an engine pack, which looks quite nice. We got an American Dream Kit. Ooh, okay. That doesn't really make much sense given it's the European month. That makes absolutely no sense, truly. Like, genuinely thinking about the fact that that is an American Dream Kit in the European Qualitas Summit. What is Velocity? Velocity is the Maserati MC20. You can see I'm snipping tooling these just to jot them down. And we got the Italian NOS making a return. We got a French Smoke, so it goes German, then Italian, then French, and then we get the British week, which, pretty cool, and we get the Jaguar E-Type Roadster Temptation Edition and the Coffee and Cream tire. I get what they did there. It's not exactly tea, but coffee, and yeah, I get it, alright. But the Jaguar E-Type Roadster is going to be the final summit car of this 3 months, of this main stage, of this season. And we've actually got 5 in this summit month, in this batch. Instead of just having 4, which we normally do, we've got 5, and obviously these dates are incorrect. It's going to be actually leading up to December 6th is what it's going to be going up to, and that is when the final, that's when the next update comes out, which I'm going to talk about. It does kind of suck that it's a few weeks, like, you know, it's 5 instead of 4, so it's going to run a little longer, but we're gonna check the actual... I don't actually see what else I look at here. Do I go into the summit events? I hope so. But there's also the monthly to talk about. The main stage, there is the second summit. I mean, nothing else really going on here. A bunch of just hypercar, stuff like that events. And then in the other summit, the Italian one, you got a clean driving bonus, which is nice. But also, right, I was gonna go to the main stage. And that is here, the full thing. You can see the summit lineup, and you can see the different images that are gonna be in this whole thing. I do look at some of the rewards here going into this. You can see White Angel shoes, White Cloud t-shirt, the most basic stuff imaginable. I mean, a Mini Cooper in racing, sure, whatever. European Achiever, whatever. But here is the Pagani Huayra Rubicon as the reward. Of course, we got European Legend as usual. Okay, nice. It's taken me away from it. There we go. You've got the Rubicon as the reward, a multicolor smoke. That is currently the rarest summit car in the game, I believe, if not second rarest. So, this is a big thing. Tomorrow, we're going to be able to get the Pagani Huayra Rubicon, the rarest summit car in the game, for free via just getting to level 3 in the main stage. Very, very sick. So, there's that right there to get. And finally, achieve. So all of that changes over tonight, but what happens later into the month? Well, in November, at about, I believe, November 15th, roughly, or so, we get our first non-Motor Pass Crew 2 update. We're going to be seeing Season 10 of the Crew 2. We're going to find out what a non-Motor Pass update even looks like. If there's going to be brand new cars at all. If there's going to be brand new event types, or just basic events, basic summits, basic Motor Pass car returns. Which is what I'm assuming, but maybe there's a chance they actually add some cool stuff with that. That drops at about halfway through this month. Then, at the end of the European month, we finally get the Hoonigan update. Which, actually, to backtrack a little bit, we actually know nothing about Season 10. Like, we know a cold, hard load of nothing about Season 10 when it comes to any kind of information, really. But what we do know about is the Hoonigan update. We know a fair bit about that one, actually. And most of that is in a different video, which I know sucks to do. I'm sorry to send you to that one, but I've already talked very in-depth, way more in-depth than I could here, about literally all we know about the update and how it'll work. One thing I can say is I'll jot down the bullet points. It's going to have a brand new playlist. No sign of any other content. They did on Instagram tease a playground area, which I'm expecting to be just like maybe here in the car meet. Like maybe they'll swap out one area and then every month they'll constantly swap out that area again and again. That's all I'm expecting, really. Like every month, new theme, new playground. I don't expect them to put a lot of effort into it. But we're also going to be looking at a bunch of cars. So the cars that we're going to be getting in that update are as follows. 6 cars for the shop in total. Meaning 5 that are year 1 pass. All of them are going to be year 1 pass free. But the 6th isn't going to be early access. And that's going to be the one that you need to play the Hoonigan playlist. Then, we're also going to be getting 1 main stage reward. The other 2 main stage rewards are going to be reruns. That's if they follow this pattern, this trend. Then, we're also obviously going to be getting 3 summit cars. So, those, maybe they'll be Hoonigans. We don't really know yet. So, 3, 6, then 9, then 10, and then 11, because 1 will be the reward for the playlist. That's all the cars we're going to be getting this update in a month. And that's everything upcoming in the Crew Motorfest for the next while. But of course, if you want even more information on the Hoonigan update, check out that video. But I hope this video was able to let you know all the information upcoming. Thank you to popular members, especially thanks to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members Danimal the Manimal, Grim Pepper, and Extreme Speed, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members, Extreme Speed again, and HK. I'll see you boys, well, in a video later today, but also on stream, and also with 2 new Ferraris tomorrow in a